I've been picking up on spirit numbers.
That's what Stephanie and Gerard both have been telling me too.
Which ones have you been seeing more?
444 is the one I keep seeing. Apparently that means you are, like, the universe someone is trying to tell you that you're, like, on the track that you're supposed to be on. Right, Steph?
I thought that was 111.
Oh. 444 is protected. Okay, so...
Very nice.
Absolutely ignore everything I've said.
No, it's okay. Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's still really good.
Yeah.
I've been seeing 444. I've been seeing 222.
Which is?
Hey, Siri? Hold on. Wait. Angel
Also,
numbers.
are they universal? Like, I kind of feel like
I've been wondering that.
You know what I mean? Like, whatever website you're looking at might say something different than another
Oh, this one
website.
even just pulled up, like, to just a thing. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
it is a
And
website,
what
but, like,
does
it has
it
a
say?
thing. 222 has to do with balance, manifesting miracles, and new auspicious. And timely opportunities.
Interesting.
Does that look like it says auspicious?
Yeah, auspicious.
Auspicious.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
I don't know what it means, but that's what it looks like it says.
What does auspicious mean? It's an adjective giving or being a sign of future success.
Okay, exciting.
I'll get that tatted on me. That's cute.
You're going to get auspicious tatted on you? I don't know about that one.
It looks a little, I will say it looked a little bit prettier.
It's not a pretty word.
It kind of looks cute.
Maybe in cursive.
Definitely in cursive.
Yeah.
I don't think I could get just regular.
Like Times New Roman. Auspicious.
Auspicious. It's a vocab word of the day. But also Times New Roman just kind of looks ugly to me. Like if you don't get your tattoo in cursive,
you're not doing it right.
No.
Unless you get one of those like real like almost Arial with no dashes on the sides of the letters, and it's also
dashes on the sides of the letters.
Yeah, like you know Times New Roman has dashes on the sides. Like on the T, every end of it's gonna be capped off with a dash.
Oh yeah.
But on Arial, you're just gonna have like they're straight lines, and if you get those separated, and you got like wonder, bitch. I'm just saying.
Wonder?
Oh, can I curse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go for it. You know, I'm afraid of though. I'm afraid of what I get tattooed on me, being negative or something that I don't want to see later on in the future, and then it be literally the stuff. I feel like if you don't get like if I got like.
What?
Laugh? Or did you just lick your lips?
No, I feel that.
Holding in a laugh, like you're like, I cannot laugh.
Oh, no. I was just going that, like, for my chapstick.
Oh, that was funny.
You know?
What was I going to say? Is that I feel like if you get the wrong thing tatted on you, kind of like how names become them. Like, don't name your child Stormy, and then you could be mad when she's like a storm.
I haven't heard about that
You've
theory,
never heard about that?
Okay.
Not too specific to Kylie Jenner or anything.
Right.
So, like, I've heard, like, especially in certain cultures, like, how they, like, okay, so I had this, so I used to work at a gym, and in this gym, there was trainers, and one of the trainers was Hawaiian, and they have this thing in his native Hawaiian culture of, like, you do not name your kids. You wait, like, it comes in a dream. And then the dream, it was really, really cool. Shout out Scott.
The name Scott came in his mother's dream?
That's his American name. No.
Understood.
He has a Hawaiian name. But, like, for his child, for his son, he was telling a story about how he came up with the name, and then, like, his wife had the dream. And then that's the name of the child, right?
Wow, okay.
Forgot what the kid's name means in his native language completely. But that's what they think. And, like, he was like, I was a little bit afraid, like, timid. Because
it would be something not good or something?
And then the child becomes it.
Interesting.
Yeah, like, he has, like, a cousin or something. The name means, like, fighter in their native tongue. And he's a legit fighter, but also, like, fights everywhere he goes. Like, gets into fights.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm afraid if I get, like, a tattoo that says, like, free fall. Like, something just air, like, be free.
You're gonna, like, fall out of a building.
Oh. No. Kind of like I'll just fall, like, through life. I'll just be falling constantly.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Like klutzy.
No. Like, good point.
Okay.
So today's guest is Juliet.
Please don't cry. So something about Danielle, and apparently it's hereditary because her sister does it too.
She does do it.
Is they literally cry like
can we get paper towel, please? Anyone on that side? Thank you.
They cry every time they laugh. I don't know why. To be honest, at first I thought it was really cute and like endearing, and like I kind of always wanted to be a girl who was like, that's so funny.
Oh my God, no.
But like they literally tear up.
Thank you so
And I've
much.
never heard of that.
PA.
Not tear up. Physically have tears coming down your face.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, but you know what's crazy? I remember being younger than I am right now.
Yeah.
And being at home with my mom, and my mom...
Does your mom do it?
Balls. Oh, she, like, balls. Like, categorically is in a
Wow.
tsunami of her eyes, and she would just be, like, laughing her heart out. And I used to look at her and be like, oh my God, I'm so happy. The opposite of you, that I don't cry.
And then you started doing it.
I swear to God, I thought the thought, and then God was like, tears. Every time I do it.
That's so weird.
It's so annoying.
I mean, it's not weird. I'm happy for you, and I don't judge you at all for the tears. I think it's cool.
But it doesn't even have to be that funny. That's what it's coming down to now.
Yeah, it's just like, they just come.
You have to hold it a little bit closer.
Well, if I'm drinking.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. As I literally just...
But now we're back.
For people who can't see, I pointed to Delina to ask for a paper towel, and I just threw the mic away from
I am kind of forgetting that this is both video and audio. But
I know, right? Well, hi guys. Welcome to The Podcast with your host, Daniee KyLand. Maybe I'll put some theme music. Podcast.
Yeah.
I'll work on that.
That sounds good so far, though.
Thank you. So our guest today is the lovely Juliet Johnson, the House of Jewels on Instagram. _ the House of Jewels.
It's actually the _ House of Jewels.
God, I am so sorry.
It's okay.
The _ House of Jewels.
We'll put it on the screen or in the description in the bio.
Love that.
Love that.
You could probably tell a professional YouTuber.
Well.
A young influencer.
You know.
Even like, I want to say a little bit of like a fashion designer. An interior designer.
Oh my gosh, let's take it down a
we just couldn't
notch.
possibly-
I don't know.
You know why though?
What?
Because the way I've wanted to put baskets on my walls, specifically from just going into your room and seeing baskets.
I appreciate that.
Like, this is inspired. You guys can't see if you're listening. There's a macrame behind me, right? I never had a boho style until I met you. And
Do you
moved.
reckon?
Yeah.
Really?
And I think it's really fitting. Like, I like it. I'm less boho than you.
Sure.
But also, like, this was $24, and I was so happy.
Because why not? It's a beautiful macrame woven piece for $24. We'll take it.
TJ Maxx. But the idea of buying those baskets we saw at that trade thingy market we went to for like $10 a basket was astronomical.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I probably have like 15, maybe 20 baskets on that wall. They weren't all $10. Like,
that makes sense.
The big ones were expensive.
But the ones we saw weren't even big.
No, they
weren't.
They
were like small.
I probably bought like 2 of those. And the rest of them are all from like thrift stores.
Nice. Maybe that's what I need to do is go to thrift stores and look at baskets.
Yeah, honestly.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, this is cheaper. Anywho.
Well, welcome.
So, thank you. I'm happy to be here. Very exciting.
Yeah.
It is, honestly. I'll just say something. I've always wanted to be on a podcast. But I feel as though my voice is not audibly stimulating. Like,
you think?
Yeah, because one time when we were in school, did you ever take? You probably didn't.
I know the class.
Do you know the class I'm talking about? Dialects.
Yes.
She told me never do voiceover work.
You, Maddie, and Sheldon had that really.
Yes,
bitch of a lady.
she was literally a racist. Like, there's no doubt
and
about
a sexist.
At this point, sexist and racist.
What did she tell Keandre?
She told Keandre, she's like, if you ever want to act like Denzel,
right? Because only
you
Denzel.
Need to stop talking ghetto.
Literally. Stop talking ghetto. And I think she also like lower your voice.
Yes.
She was like, bring it down. It's like it's too high.
And she told me that I was never going to get the parts that I was cast as, being like probably black women, if I spoke like a valley girl. She said you have to get rid of your vocal fry because you're never going to be the parts that you're going to play.
I'm sorry.
And that's the moment that my dreams were dashed. Like, that's the moment I decided to work at Free People.
No, but the way you worked at Free People for an ungodly amount of time.
No, the way I'm still working for that company.
Yeah, but like kind of, but differently.
Yeah,
a better. Maybe I shouldn't say better. A different sector.
A different part. I mean,
that's
honestly,
less visible.
We don't have to talk about it all. I'm very embarrassed. I'm very embarrassed.
But the way that you and I really do respect this about you is that you're able to like me and having a regular, we'll call them regular jobs. I'm putting air quotes up for people who can't see. Regular jobs, but just in the way that like you were so much like of a hustler. Like, once you finished AMDA and you went back to Arizona for a little bit, like you had a job, you kept the job, you moved back. Like some people don't ever come back.
That's true.
You know, they're not willing to work
a
regular job to be able to live where they want to live.
Well, I wasn't willing to work a regular. Let's be clear, I wasn't. I'm still not. I wasn't willing to work a regular job in LA originally. That's why I had to move back. Like, I wasn't willing to like work at Starbucks. You know what I mean? In order to live here in like probably a 4x4.
Yeah,
you know,
literally.
So I moved home for that reason, but now being back here, I just realized it's like that's the only option, plus unemployment.
Is this something we shouldn't talk about online?
Oh yeah, maybe let's just cut it here because the IRS is definitely listening.
What did you say? This little one episode podcast.
Yeah,
did you hear what she said, guys?
Hilarious.
No, honestly, this is, I think, like, something that came out of this situation is just, like, I had never wanted to do a podcast. I was just saying yesterday to my mom, because I'm having a slight mental breakdown. A very small, like,
you know, every now and then, you gotta have a mental breakdown.
You know?
It's not life if you don't.
No, it refools the system. It makes you feel like this is worth living when you're so close to really wanting to give it up. You know?
You're just so close to the edge.
You know?
Okay.
And I was just like, I never had an interest in doing anything else other than music.
Right.
Just didn't have one, right? And then I started listening to podcasts, and obviously during the pandemic, I was just like, wait, I kind of like this. Like, I really, really enjoy listening to an hour of content of just talking. Right. And then I was like, wait, I kind of want to do that. Yeah. And it's been cool to be able to, like, invest in something other than just music that's far more in my control and a lot more personable. Yeah. Like, I can talk to people, friends.
100%.
Other people.
And it's probably not, like, as expensive or, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can probably do this. Do you feel it is?
No, I mean, once you get everything.
Right, once you have all your stuff, like, you're just, like, doing it. You can do it whenever. It's not like.
True.
You can't just release a song whenever.
No,
you can't make a song yourself in your bedroom. And,
no, I can't.
Right? Well, you could, I guess. Well, but quality.
Cannot. Right. I hit the mic. So sorry, guys. I cannot do that. Also, I think there's something to, like, it's a different creative outlet. And I'm all about multiple streams of income. I've been really, really, really into, like, looking at just, like, ways to monetize by just doing things you like.
Well, I saw on TikTok that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income.
7?
How many do you have?
0 at this point in time. I'm negative 1 with unemployment going the way, literally.
That's hilarious.
But I have a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a lot of things
and that's what it's about.
Become, you know?
Yes.
Multiple streams of income.
Got it.
Like you and your bag line. And everything else you do. And your YouTube. Well, I mean, you have 3. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's probably true.
Nice. Look at you. You're like.
I'm like, I'm halfway to $1 million.
Oh, it's 7?
I have almost that many streams of income, and that's still only $16 in my bank account.
Isn't that crazy? You have the opportunity, unlike people who have no streams. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Which one do you like the most? Like, which one where you're like, I have short-term streams, and then I have long-term streams. Like, no,
like which like way of making money do I like the best?
Do you enjoy the
unemployment?
Most? Yeah. Absolutely.
I think if we say unemployment one more time in this video, like, they're gonna knock on the door. Like, I'm so sorry. No doubt about that.
We'll call it
Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill.
I love Uncle Bill.
Instead of like Uncle Sam. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, like, that's the one.
Yeah, but he's white.
Yeah. Oh, so, it's Bill Black.
But Bill's black.
Okay.
So I like Uncle Bill.
Is it racist that we're making unemployment black?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe we'll call it
it might be.
I think so. Let's just call it, ambiguous. Okay. Racially ambiguous. Uncle Bill.
Got it. Like, what did the thing just say about your numbers? Didn't it just say that you were like? Didn't it say something like that?
My 222.
Yeah.
With the future.
Yeah, like you're being put in a position where you have to create an opportunity. Like this could be that.
Because you know what? It could be.
Could be.
Honestly, it could be. I bought this microphone setup around the time I was like, hey, this may not be continuing.
Right.
And then I was like, let me buy some mics. I spent more money. I was losing money.
Right.
I was like, I must spend more money.
Right. That's how it works.
I am excited, though.
Nice.
But you do YouTube. Mm-hmm. And I really am interested because I don't do YouTube. Mm-hmm. And something about it just, oh, gosh, this is not that expensive, but it's too expensive to break.
Right.
What part about YouTube do you like the most?
About YouTube?
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know, it's always changing. Like, I like when I'm able to do, okay, that's a hard question.
Is it? Yeah. Sure, we're getting deep. I like it.
I love doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I would, it's the first thing that I've ever done truly in my life that I feel like I would do whether I made money from it or not. By the way, I still don't really make money like that from it, but even if I didn't make any, I would still want to do it. Like, it's that fun to me. I really enjoy it. So I guess just being able to, like, create whatever it is I want to create, and it's, like, no one else has any control over that. It's like a hobby more so. Which I think is, like, that could possibly pay you a lot of money, you know? Which I guess is the goal.
I mean, absolutely. These houses I see. I watch YouTube more than I think I watch television.
Oh, 100%.
Right, like any type of television, even streaming.
I'm usually YouTube in the morning. I'll watch, like, podcasts. I'm always into, like, watching a podcast.
I love a visual podcast. Just pop it on, do anything.
Exactly. You can walk around, but if you want to stop and kind of look, it's already aesthetic.
That's aesthetic.
Exactly. You have an aesthetic beginning. Like, maybe soon we'll have some candles, some pampas grass, some plants.
Hanging from the thing. But continue on, please.
I do YouTube in the morning. And then I'll do, like, if it's, like, before 4, I'm steady on the tube. If it's after, like, 4:35, I'm like, okay, I could get into some Netflix.
A little bit of a show.
All right? If it's, like, 10 p.m. or later, I'm on Hulu. Like, I am on Hulu.
This is, like, a whole thing.
It
like
is. Yes.
Boom.
Because YouTube offers, like, very, different things. Like, makes me feel, like, inspired for my day. Remember the other day we were talking about, like, we will watch the things that we're doing?
Literally.
Like, if I'm cleaning, I'm going to watch someone clean with me.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what I'm going to do. So it makes me feel inspired for my day.
That's very true.
At night, like, I want to watch my shows that I've been missing all week because I don't have cable. So I put it on Hulu.
You have to do it the day after.
Exactly. And I'm just sitting there at 10 p.m. like eating some popcorn. Like, that is... you didn't ask, but that is that's my TV
What do you watch on Hulu that... Because I don't have a lot of shows. I mean,
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh! Wasn't that on Netflix?
Station 19.
What the fuck is that?
Wait,
no, literally, what is it?
Good Trouble? Okay, I'm just trying to name all the shows that I watch. I watch Grey's Anatomy, but that's a big one. That's huge. It's on Netflix, but not this season. Like, it's current.
Oh, the current one
exactly.
It's still on?
17, I think. 17 seasons. I think they're at the end, though.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
To think of 17 seasons worth of content that doesn't lose an audience.
That one woman is still the star of the show.
She never needed another gig. Once she got that,
what a life.
That role,
she's set. I think she makes something stupid like $4 million in an episode.
Nice.
I really think that's the true number, which is an obscene amount of money.
I'm very happy for that.
Yeah, I am too. And she's black kids.
She does have black kids.
Yeah,
her
husband's black, so we really like her.
I do like that. I always like to see when non-people of color do black kids' hair. I'm very interested in that. Not even in like a way of just like, wow, that's just the coolest thing to see that can do it because it's just hair and we're all humans. And if you want to learn to do something, you can learn how to do it.
Yeah.
But it intrigues me to see people care when they have to when they purposely, sometimes intentionally, throw themselves into learning about a whole other culture.
Yeah.
Specifically because they're children with a complete different experience in life. I find that interesting.
I mean, you'd hope that would just be the way it is, but as we know, it's not.
Not for everyone. But $4 million an episode, if you can't take a class,
figure it
out, watch a video, hire someone to do these kids' hair, or, read a book, watch a YouTube video,
then we've done something wrong.
If you can't use your
she does not deserve the $4 million
to educate yourself in any kind of way, give it to me. Because as you know... You want Uncle Bill?
You want the child.
No. Oh. The check.
Oh, I get it. Understood.
What are all these kids? You know what's interesting though? Because it's really weird. Do you see how the water in my eyes?
It's beginning to well.
It wasn't even that funny. And I know it. In my mind, I know it.
What happens if you go to like a comedy show? Or like what happens
if... one.
Would you stay away? Because you're like afraid that this is going to act up?
I think I wouldn't wear makeup.
Okay.
I think that would be the first.
Because that's the problem is the makeup.
Yeah. First go around, wouldn't wear makeup, and then following it, I think I would just like bring tissue.
Yeah.
I have to be consciously aware of the fact that
I will cry.
If it's funny enough, let me take that back. If it's slightly funny, I'm gonna cry.
Right. That's hilarious.
It's so sad.
It's rough, but I'm happy for you.
I'm happy that it looks to other people that I really think they're funny.
Yeah, it looks like you think someone's really funny, but it also looks like, I just always thought it was the daintiest little thing, like only cool girls would like fold up a little tissue and like get the inner cord. Excuse me. Get the inner quarters. I always thought that was so funny.
Well, I guess the good thing is if you don't naturally have this happening for you, you can just do the dainty thing and be like, and grab a tissue.
Believe you me, Danielle, if I'm feeling cute,
from like
I
will believe you me.
Believe you me. I will fold up a napkin in a heartbeat, and fully dab in my inner corners. Nothing's on the tissue. Like, there's no water
Maybe
there.
Makeup, just because you've wiped it off.
Right, or like eye boogers.
Nice.
That's literally it. What can you do?
I'm so happy that you have this mentality about
Thank
yourself.
you. I think it's really a cute thing.
It's also like you care, like, oh my god, look how funny it is.
Exactly.
You're so funny.
Exactly.
Does that make you feel more funny?
A little bit.
I'm gonna constantly go like this, and I'm gonna remember that comment and be like, "Oh my god, I look so dainty right now."
That's what you should think when it's happening.
Yeah.
Instead of like, look at this beast with the water coming out of it.
The thing is, if it goes too far, then it literally just is like, someone get me a tissue.
Yeah,
like, we can't
people are actually concerned. Like, is she actually okay?
Like, no one. I can't stop. Please don't make me laugh ever again in life. It is a thing. But I actually have no idea what we were talking about before I went on this.
Oh, I don't know either. At this point, I'm Ellen Pompeo or whatever her name is.
Ellen
the
Pompeo?
girl from Grey's Anatomy.
That's her name?
I think so.
Pompeo.
Okay, well, I don't know, Danielle. I think.
No, honestly, I was really interested because I can't even put that into a category.
Pompeo.
I don't have a category of what nationality that could possibly be.
I don't know either. I don't even know if that's her given, if it's her, like, her name or her husband's.
Oh, right, because she's married.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I
have no
she
clue.
seems like someone, I don't even watch Grey's Anatomy, guys. She seems like someone who would take the name.
I feel like someone who's famous. Like I'm at a press conference and they're like, Juliet over here for ABC News. I'm like, yes. You know what I mean? Like I speak to each mic.
This is very true. I've never seen that. Like, you know how they have when they like on shows and they have like those stands and they have hecka microphones on the stand.
Yeah.
What are the points of all the microphones? Why don't they have one mic and everyone just shares audio?
I don't think it works that way. No. Imagine you're like from CNBC and someone else is from like ABC and they're like, give me the audio. They're like, no, like I'm the only one who's gonna have that.
Do they plug it into individual interfaces? Like, do you ever wonder where those cords go to?
Did you just say interfaces?
Yeah, that's an interface right there.
Really?
That's what an interface is.
I do not know that.
These are plugged into.
That's an interface?
This is an interface. Yeah, it goes from like the mic to, if you ever want to start a podcast or have any interest in music,
you need an interface.
You need an interface for your mic.
An audio interface?
An audio interface. Yeah,
it's called
a piece of audio.
I never heard of that before.
Maybe I should do a video just on this podcast.
Like how to podcast.
How to pod.
That's hilarious. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, because that's where it goes back to.
I don't know what I thought an interface was. I just didn't think it was something that applied to this conversation.
You know what, though? I've done music for a while now, and
when I
was buying this stuff, I was like, okay, well, I need a mic, da-da-da. And I asked, like, my producer friends, I was like, hey, like, I want to get a mic. What should I get? Something, like, relatively cheap.
Right.
Gonna be good for this stuff. I'm not gonna, like, record music on it.
Right.
What do I need? And they kept saying, like, oh, do you have an interface? What interface do you have? I said, what's an interface? Like, why is this word keep coming up? Right. So then I figured out what it was.
Wow.
It's this.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm excited that it's here.
It does make it a lot easier to do things. And on that note, we're going to take a break.
Oh, we are?
We're going to take we're going to take a little break. And what we're going to do is a segment for our YouTube audience.
Oh, just for the video.
Just for the vids. Okay. So if you want to check out what we're about to do with the lovely House _House of Jewels,
that is it.
Go to the podcast on YouTube and you can check it out. But we will see you guys in a millisecond to you in about maybe 15 minutes for us.
Perfect.
What accent did I just kick into? We have to go by.
I didn't hear an accent, Danielle.
You didn't?
No, but maybe it's on the audio interface. We'll see.
That's funny. This fun little segment is called Dating with Daniee.
Is it going to be like that?
It's going to be Dating with Daniee.
Dating with Daniee. You know, that reminds me of Miss Daniee
Daya. Absolutely.
From season 3.
4.
Is it 4?
I think it's Jack Fowler season.
Again.
I do. I think it's season 4. If you haven't watched Love Island, Brick out of here. Brick is not a UK. I've never even
heard that before.
Then no one says it. I just said that. That would kind of flow it.
Understood.
It's the best thing, though. Love Island. The best thing.
The best.
And it kind of works because this is Dating with Daniee. So here's my thing about Love Island, though, because now I'm watching the Australian version.
So I guess I got to get on it.
You have to. Okay. Just start with season 2 because season 1's just actual ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't even bother season 1.
Okay.
And then do season 2.
Okay, I'm willing.
Very fun.
I'm definitely.
The way that our friend group is heavily influenced by this one show, specifically the UK version.
We don't say goodbye on the phone if we're not in an accent.
No.
And it's gotten to the point where I'm like, do we know how to say, okay, bye, without rounding out that last word?
I don't want to.
I'm not interested.
I don't want to hear how it sounds as the Yanka.
Is a Yanka
Yanka?
English or American?
That's the British thing, they say Yanka.
I thought it was a wanka.
Is it a wanka?
I've never heard of a yanka.
Okay.
What are you yanking on?
I think a yanka's like the Yankees. Like the Yankees. The Yankas. Someone comment below. Tell me if that's a thing.
Someone from England, let me know what a yanker is. Because a yanker sounds like you're yanking on something.
No, I swear it's what they call us. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe they do.
Wrong.
What if it's like a slur in English?
Then I will
don't know?
absolutely cut all this
Cut it out.
Right.
Okay.
Or maybe we'll leave it in, then we won't know, then we'll get canceled, then it'll go
But then
viral.
it'll blow up.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll come back with an apology later.
I love it.
We're absolutely just kidding. This is Dating with Daniee. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so Dating with Daniee is basically when I ask you guys for questions about dating, romance, anything in the world of
love.
I love
dating.
Not love, want to be in love,
Okay.
kind of sort of love. What is love? Anything like that.
Okay.
And then me and whoever's with me, we answer
the question.
We answer it.
Awesome.
So I went to Instagram, and this is what Instagram said. Dun, dun, dun.
What was the question you asked?
Literally, it was literally just like any questions about dating.
Okay, cool.
Anything in the
very
roundabout.
broad.
Very, very broad. Very, very broad. Very broad. So, the first one is, my best friend's cousin likes me. What do I do? Oh, it's a podcast, so
good question. Your best friend's
my best friend
cousin likes you. Okay.
Likes me. For this person's best friend cousin likes them. What do they do? The mic wasn't next to my mouth whenever I said any of that. Huh?
Well, I can't ask any questions because this person isn't here.
They're not here.
So I wouldn't be able to ask anything like that. So
no, that's the information.
Theoretically, I would want to know, or hypothetically, I guess I should say, I would want to know if this person has a relationship with the cousin.
With the
Do
cousin.
you know what I mean? Is it we're all friends, but this person's cousin you know what I mean? It happens to be
the cousin's in the friend group with the friends.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you think it's like that? Well, I don't know. If it is, then I think you might have a problem on your hands. If the cousin's in the friend group. Yes, if the cousin's in the friend group, I think there might be a problem because it's that then gets into dynamic. Because now I know that person's acting different in the group.
Oh, if we hang out and stuff like that.
Exactly, but if the person is not associated, the person only comes around on let's say holidays or something like that.
Holidays, maybe dinners,
anything like that. Then what can you do? They like you. You'll see them every once in a blue. Maybe you won't ever, you might never see them again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, I don't really have any advice with that. I'd really need to know
more about
the specifics.
You know what I would think is that, if said person wants to get involved with the cousin of their best friend, then I'm thinking of that, because in my mind, if you didn't care, you wouldn't ask the question. If you didn't fancy...
That's
the
a good
cousin,
point.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
So, if one did, I would think, you should honestly, genuinely decide if you literally fuck it up with the cousin, if you're a toxic man, toxic female, toxic non-binary, and you get in a relationship with your best friend's cousin.
Are you willing to potentially ruin the friendship between you and your best friend?
Because if your best friend's a writer for her family, or his family, or their family, you're going to lose a friend. If you fuck it up.
100%.
You know what I mean? But if not, how does that work? Because this is what I find very interesting. When people date people in friend groups or in families that they're already a part of, because what if you break up with the person, then you lose the group, the family, the friend? That's just such a big risk.
It's honest. It is a risk, but so is love, And if you really like that person, then you're willing to risk it. Shut the fuck up, Stephanie.
You guys can't see this or probably hear that, but she's in love with Stephanie.
I'm not in love.
You just fucking lied. You are.
I'm not. I don't know.
You literally. She says, "My love, do you want dinner? Where are you, my love?"
Oh my god, I'm literally.
I watched the YouTube videos. My love. Do you want to put back in the audio? Very nice. That's what I was had. Just if you honestly are okay with risking that friendship, and you're just I like your cousin, your cousin likes me, date. But then also as the friend, let's just do it from all three perspectives. Yeah. As the friend, I would be listen, I think you're a good person. I wouldn't give the green light because I feel you kind of should give a green. I feel if you're the friend,
I think you need to. Sorry, are you saying friend the friend that has the cousin, or the friend that is in the position where the cousin likes them?
That friend.
Oh, I see.
That person.
I thought you were talking about. Yeah. I think that if that is. Sorry, I'm getting off track. I'm messing up my words. That person should ask permission, like, should, like, take the temperature of the friend, because it's not now just a relationship between you and, like,
the person,
said cousin. Mm-hmm. It's
a whole hobble.
It's a what?
I was gonna say hobble-jobble.
A hobble-jobble.
Neither one sounded good. Hobjob sounds like something else.
A Modge Podge.
It's a Modge Podge. I think that's what you were going for. Thank you. It's a Modge Podge of relations and emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ask. And then, like, take that gander, but then as the friend who has the cousin, that third tip of the triangle, you have to know your friend. If you know how they are, either be like, listen, like, don't fuck with my family.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. Like, maybe the cousin knows.
Maybe. Or be
or
like,
the friend.
Yes. Right, knows already. Or I would be like, listen, like, yeah, that's my cousin. They like you like them. Like, go ahead.
Try it out.
I'm not involved.
100%.
I don't want to be involved.
Which probably is the best route. Because then everyone kind of gets what they want, and if it doesn't work out, there's no, like, anything.
Animosity.
Animosity.
And don't do anything fucked up. Like, you can't, like, cheat on your best friend's
just
cousin.
be a good person at the end of the day.
Because then if it doesn't work out, then it's just like, oh, it didn't work out. Cool.
Right.
But if not, then it's just like, I fucking hate you cheated on my cousin.
Right.
Or you could, but that could be also kind of cool to have that dynamic, to be like the cousin, to have a friend who's friends with your significant other. Like, if that person and the cousin start dating, and then the friend is talking to her, but then how would you talk to your friend about things that are in your relationship? Like, what if you want to talk about sex, and you're talking about sex with their cousin?
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't think I want to hear about my cousin having sex.
Yeah, well, that's what they were being said, what we were just talking about.
How full circle about it?
Right, it really is. It's the same thing. But it's at the same time, it's like, it's not that, it's weird, but it's not that weird. Like, if you're close enough.
Yeah. Who would the friend be in this dynamic? Because, like, if there's a friend, and the friend has a cousin, and then that person dates that person's cousin.
It's as if Jabbar and Stephanie are friends,
and you're the cousin,
and I'm the cousin.
Yeah, and they talk about sex, and they're cool with it. Yeah, but you guys can't talk about.
I talk about sex with Stephanie all the time.
No, your sex.
Your sex. I talk about sex with Stephanie.
Stephanie, any comment?
It takes a while, but yeah.
It does. Is it weird?
I think it is because I know Jabbar.
Is it weird?
Yeah, I think if Stephanie didn't have, like, an actual, like, friendship.
That's the weird part,
like, yards away.
Yeah, it's like, last night we had sex, and guess what happened? And then you're like, I was in my room doing that?
Right. You're right.
Chilling doing that?
For me, it's not weird only because I'm actually, like, if I knew Jabbar and had no, like, I don't know, I think because him and I are friends.
Yeah, that's why it's, like, a little bit different.
Yeah, so, like, but I've never been uncomfortable talking about sex.
Yeah.
Always been uncomfortable.
Oh, whatever,
it's just weird because then it's like, oh, no, the next time they look at each other, they're gonna know what we just talked about. I guess, like, if it's an embarrassing thing about sex.
The thing is, like, I don't even want anyone in my family to know I have a vagina. Like, I want to literally them to think I'm a Barbie.
Like a Barbie brat.
Made of plastic.
That's funny.
Yeah.
To that person. Try. And see, if you're not toxic and you can honestly, you're interested in the cousin, and the cousin, like, is obviously interested in you.
Yeah,
talk
to friend.
Talk to friends.
See what their thing is about it.
And then go in with good intentions. Like, honestly, if you don't want a boyfriend, girlfriend, or significant other, don't do it.
Right.
Because you're going to fuck up a friendship. But if you're like, hey, like, I really like this person, we click, we have good banter, go for it, and then just don't do anything toxic, and you should be fine. And then it just either you'll be at the Christmases every year after, or never again will be invited.
Right.
And that's going to be an awkward time.
It is.
Good luck. One more question.
Only one more?
Only one more.
Okay.
But if you guys are loving this segment as much as we are enjoying answering the questions,
ask more.
Ask more.
100%.
Ask more, very detailed, specific. Give us everything you can to give you the best advice.
Right.
This next person says, not a question. They just need to know. Dear men, any woman who is up at 6 a.m. and pays her own bills don't have time for a WYD. Respectfully.
That's pretty good.
Honestly, when I read that, I was just like, how fucking dare anyone text you at anything past 11 p.m.
Right.
knowing you get up at 6 in the morning?
Right.
What are you doing?
There's many variables to this. It's the fact that she's an early riser. So we know she's like, if it's past 10:30, she's now preparing for bed.
Right. At the minimum prepared or asleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she's a grown woman. She has things to do. But at the same time, even if she's not, and she goes to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, and she doesn't pay her own bills, maybe someone else pays them for her.
Maybe.
There's still no time for a WYD.
What does that mean?
Wait.
No, wait.
What?
Hold on, wait, no. I take it back. Like, I know what it means. Like, I know it means, what are you doing?
Okay.
But, like, when you text me,
Understood.
WYD.
Because I was thinking we're having two conversations at this point.
No. Like, what
right.
On all honesty, like.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Like, what am I doing?
Because I remember using WYD in, like, the 7th grade. I can actually remember myself texting that to
WYD.
boys. And it would be like, hey, WYD, NM, WBU.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yes,
Not much. What about you?
Literally, yeah.
So any sort of, like, vernacular that I used in the 7th grade
cannot continue.
Is not going to work.
No.
10 years later.
Absolutely not. And if you really want to know what I'm doing, call me, FaceTime me, text me, hey, what are you doing?
Or even just saying, what are you doing is okay.
Please give a shit. Please try a little bit harder than WYD.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
And then on top of it, if you know I'm a busy gal, a working gal, booked and busy, highly blessed and favored with my pockets and my income, why don't you set aside time? Like, hit me with, like, something specific. Because I remember, like, seeing text. I can easily ignore text. And, like, I used to, well, there's the movie phrase. When I was, before the pandemic, and we were just hot, top shelf, you know, shit, got dates, where I want to go tonight, going into clubs for free, all the fun stuff that the pre-pandemic life had. I would not answer that text. No. Like, not when someone else is texting me, like, complete sentences. Right. Like, absolutely not.
But now,
you know what I mean?
You'll take a WYD wherever you can get it.
I don't know. WBU. No, but, like, at the same time, it's like, if you really do care, like, it's honest, like, if you know the person you're talking to, it's almost like that's where the disconnect for me is. It's like, if someone being her, like, I'm assuming, like, if you know her, right?
Right.
And you know what her life's about, how she does things, how she runs. Right. It's like, come at her with a little bit more respect.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, don't WYD her.
This isn't one of your homies.
No.
This isn't one of your brothers.
No.
This is a girl that you are possibly interested in.
Absolutely. And she's, like, a grown-ass woman who, like, has no time to waste.
Right.
Hit her with a, hey, I'd love to take you out this weekend.
Are you free?
Are you free? Ask me a question. A question that can actually give you a good answer that has, like, a second level. You really don't care what I'm doing. Because I'm not thinking about you. Because I didn't text you.
Right.
So I probably don't care if you know what I'm doing.
Right.
Literally. So to this person, who I guarantee is not listening to this podcast.
I might be listening to this podcast.
You know what? Because you know who sent me this. Send this to him. If you care about him, you send this clip right here. Just link this YouTube video, right? Link this podcast. They go to this timestamp, and you say, if you really, really, really want to get to know me, if you're interested in me, don't hit me with no WYD. First, no fucking acronyms, okay? Right. Cut the fucking acronyms. Ask me a question. Okay? That makes a plan. Or get out of my fucking phone.
Yeah. That was it. That was it.
Okay, cut the timestamp right there. Make sure he knows from when to watch so he doesn't see this part right here. I hope it works out for you, girl. If you guys have any questions around dating, love, romance, what to do, what not to do, or if you're just bored and have some, you know, you want to see what our responses may be, feel free to DM me at Daniee KyLand on Instagram. I'll also post before I have my guests come on, and I'll be like, we're doing a Dating with Daniee, like, smart. Ask us questions.
Right.
Yeah. But, yeah, DM me. DM me all your dating world lively questions. World lively questions. DM me your world lively. DM me. Okay. Now back to the podcast. Welcome back, guys. So, this is a fun little game, a little get-to-know-you game. I like to put it in the middle because I feel like I liked it in the middle.
Yeah.
Now it's in the middle.
Period. It's your podcast. Why not?
Thank you. Put my own Twitter ass. So, this is a game we call Bundle of the Best. And basically, rapid fire.
Okay.
And you're just going to tell me the best. So, like, an example would be, like, best job. And you would just tell me your best job.
Okay, that I've ever had. I guess I shouldn't even think of it in that way. Just, like, answer you.
Just quick, rapid fire. And then, like, if it's something, like, really, like, ooh, I want to know more about that, then I'll be like, stop, like, dive into that.
Understood. Okay. Ready. Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready whenever you are.
Da-na-na.
Okay.
Music. Okay, right, here we go. Bundle of Best with Juliet Johnson. Okay, best job. Bitch, this was the example.
I'm not really. I am good at like answering things quickly, but I get nervous. Okay. So best job. Oh gosh, YouTube.
Okay.
That's allowed.
You choose for a second.
No.
I was like, no.
YouTube. Yeah.
Best date.
Never been on one now.
So let's take at Jabbar. Say something.
Just like car rides.
Bring it like there or like that. There you go.
Like tilted a little bit more.
Yeah. What is it?
Car rides, just like a long car ride.
Like a specific date, like a best date you've ever been.
Well,
on.
I don't remember.
So okay.
You know.
At Jabbar, you should probably. Best year of high school.
Senior year.
Nice. Best party you've ever went to.
Yeah, like in high school.
Any party ever. An LA party.
I went to a party in LA once when I first moved here, and it was like I think it was a frat party, and it was what? And it was at this like I don't even know, like I guess just like a place. I don't know where it was. It was in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I just remember going there being very drunk. I drank vodka, which like I don't drink anymore. And I didn't black out, but I was like with some friends I didn't really even know that well. Like it was just one of those.
Yep.
And
your first year of
I don't know
party.
that it was like the best one, but it just I remember
Memorable.
it. It's
Fair
memorable.
Fair enough. In Hollywood, there's no colleges in Hollywood that have frats.
I have no clue. They rented out this place. It's
Oh.
on Hollywood, like Hollywood and Highland.
It was like a thing.
It was a thing, like some
That's
event
cool.
that my friend was invited to.
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure it was a fraternity.
Yeah.
I don't know what fraternity, but
Couldn't possibly tell
couldn't
you.
possibly tell you.
Nope. Best kiss.
I
I guess we best
my
kiss
boyfriend,
location.
like with my
I guess we
boyfriend.
like best kiss location.
What, Danielle? Who came up with these questions?
You have like the most memorable kiss, like oh my, it was like the kiss of a life. There's
No.
fireworks in the background. They proposed to me. It was the best kiss.
No, like they're all the same at this point.
I guess it happens to you with someone that you've known for 6 fucking years.
Yeah, and it's with Jabbar, I'm sure, but I didn't remember.
At Jabbar, you gotta fix some shit.
Right, I guess I'm in a struggling relationship.
Best movie.
I just saw Promising Young Woman,
Okay.
and I quite liked it.
Haven't seen it, but okay. Best food.
Like anything, like Chinese.
Best food you've ever had.
Ever?
Yeah.
Okay, please don't laugh at me. But
Okay.
one time, like 6 months ago, I went to Texas Longhorns.
It's just called Longhorn.
Whatever it's called, at Longhorns, please sponsor me. I got their Parmesan crusted chicken with Brussels sprouts and like a sweet potato.
Uh-huh.
You don't understand.
I've never been there.
I've never been there. I didn't even know what it was. We just
Never,
were on a
yeah.
road trip, Gerard and I, and we
Uh-huh.
did not know where to eat. We were like, let's just get like an actual meal, not like fast food.
Yeah.
So we just ate it in the car, and it was I've never had a meal like this, and I think about it once a day.
Okay.
It's the best meal I've ever had.
I
So
think
that
I
was a
have
good
to-
one.
Where is it at?
Longhorns.
But like, where is it? Like,
It's
what
in
state?
Arizona. I think they might have one in like San Francisco.
Interesting. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You sound very not sure of San Francisco.
I don't know. There's like one. I looked it up.
Like, okay, so there's 2 on the planet.
No, I think there's more, but like just
on
not
this
here
coast.
in California.
Gotcha. Best song. Best song ever to exist to you.
Oh my god, this is tough. One that I could listen to it 10 times over is "Ego" by Beyonce.
That's a fucking good one.
It's like I can
That's
listen to that song 1,000 times over and it'll hit the same every time.
The Kanye remix.
Of course, I don't want to be that girl who acts as if it's not the Kanye remix.
Because
It is.
honestly, not to be controversial,
The
but
Kanye
I
remix is
will
better.
stand for that song with Kanye on
Yeah.
it. And no other song I
Did you
could
call
really
him
say
Connie?
that. Kanye.
Got it.
So like Kanye.
He did. He says, like with Connie, I'll listen.
My subconscious is like, bitch, don't say that.
Right, 'cause
Don't
that's
say
kind
you
of
stand with
cool.
Kanye ever.
Oh yeah.
That's what it. Subconsciously, she's like, don't say it.
But it is.
It's
Old school
the-
Kanye is the like.
It is.
Is
It's a
the
different
go.
person.
Yeah.
Kinda. Okay. Best birthday. Maybe I should stop making this section rapid fire.
It's not that it's like I like that it's rapid fire, but like maybe I'm just not good at it. Someone else might be able to give them to you quick. First answer is gonna be I went to Europe on my birthday, on my 22nd birthday.
Nice.
Yes.
That's a very cool birthday.
Yes.
I've never lived such a lavish birthday. Best concert.
Obviously, first concert I ever went to, She Girls, period.
Nice. Best quality in a person.
Honesty.
Nice. That was good.
That's it?
That's it. If you go through them faster. She's like, I was getting the hang of things.
Right.
I like how you said honesty, though, because wait a minute. I like how you said honesty.
Because honestly.
I cannot stand, whenever I talk about people in relationships, I have to go into a British accent, and I'm just going to let it flow. So sorry. I cannot stand. A liar.
Yeah.
A fibber. Like, even a white lie.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. It's just like, it's just no reason to do it. I'll come back now. I actually hate it, though. I think it's, like, the dumbest thing. Like, if you were like, what's your biggest pet peeve? Fucking lie. Like, if you're going to do it, be about it.
Yeah. 100%.
Fucking lie.
100%.
You know what I mean? And lie with the best of your ability. Like, I should not be able to understand. I should be like, there's no way that's a lie.
There's nothing worse than a bad liar. Because, like now I'm embarrassed. Now I feel bad for you. Like, someone who would lie about, like, I don't know, having a job to a guy.
Why would you ever lie about having a job? Like, why not just
Why wouldn't you just say, I don't work, I just don't want to hang out with you right now? Right. I don't know why they wouldn't just be honest and say, I'm not really interested in hanging out. I don't have a job.
No, it's not that bad, because you know what? But sometimes, and this is why I say a good lie. Like, because sometimes you really just care about the person, and you don't want to be like, you don't want to hurt their feelings.
I mean, I'm not saying that there's not, like, I do get those kinds of things. There's, like, not, like, giving somebody the whole, stuff like that. But when I say honesty, I mean, like truthfulness as a person. Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone comes to you and they're just, like, not being true about who, like, they're not giving their true self to you, that's kind of what I mean by honesty. Like, that's what I look for in like,
person.
Any relationship, friendship, anything that I'm looking for.
I do like, even, like, in our friendship, it's, like, I don't feel like I don't feel like you couldn't tell me something.
Right.
Like, if I was, like, honestly, like, I need an opinion.
Yeah,
or
if you asked, I definitely would, like.
But, some people won't. They'll, like, sugarcoat. Like, oh, like, no, it's not that bad. It's like, no.
But
I'm
still the same person who's like, if it's not my business, I'm not going to say anything about it. Do you know what I mean?
This is true, but you're so accepting.
Like, thanks.
You are. The other day, guys were having a conversation.
Because some people would say I'm judgmental.
No, well, you know what? You know what it is? Some people say that about me. And I think that if you're called, the things that people call you, if you and your friend are called the same things, you guys can, like, have an honest conversation and not feel that way other people feel. You know what I mean? Like,
so you're saying we're both judgmental?
Absolutely. Probably.
Understood?
100%.
Got it.
But, you know what it is? A strong person. I shouldn't say a strong person. Everyone has their strengths, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like taking criticism and not taking things personal is a strength.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you were to tell me something about myself that you saw, I don't feel like you're, like, attacking me. Where some people might be like, you're judgmental. You're judging me. You're attacking me.
Because we might have that similar trait. That if you wouldn't feel that way about it. You wouldn't see that as judgmental. You would see that as, like.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah, like, this is a comment they made. I can either take it or not take it.
Right.
But it's something they saw, and that itself must have some truth. Even if it's just to that person, there's a level of truth to it.
Yeah.
Which can be respected. Also, like, the people are just like, yo, like, I can't fuck with them like that on my friend no more. Like, she said, like, this, that, and the other, and none of it's, like, disrespectful. And people, like, tell me, like, I don't want to fuck with them anymore. Like, why? Why don't you have friends with me?
Right.
What happened? And they're like, she said... I just can't even think of a scenario without giving that person up.
Yeah.
But just in the way of just, like, so what you're saying is she was trying to be open and vulnerable with you, and you didn't like her honesty. Because what she said wasn't hurtful.
Right.
You might not like it because maybe that's something that's actually true about you.
Right.
And then, you know what I really dislike, though? This is just, hopefully not bashing, but I hate when people go from friend to friend to friend to friend to friend, always bashing on their old friends.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then slowly but surely, that same thing that they told you to become friends with them is the reason that y'all no longer friends.
Yeah, that's probably true.
You know?
Well, I feel like that's something that in people, like, I see that in people all the time. Like, they lose friends the same way that they got the last friend. Or even in relationships. Like, you lose them the way you get them.
You have to learn from your mistakes. Or, if you don't know it's a mistake at the time, because, like, how do you know? Like, you end a relationship, you don't think it's me. Unless you fucking know it's you.
Exactly.
But it's like you have to learn and be like, okay, I see what I did. It's that level of self-reflection to be
someone who's in scenarios like that continuously doesn't have that level of self-reflection.
Yeah. So. And it's like, how?
They're just not there yet.
They're not there yet.
And they will be eventually.
Maybe.
None of my business, though.
None of
None of my business. I always do. None of my business. By the way, I've never done that.
I do this thing. Never done it.
Never done it before. This is the first time.
My mom has a saying that says men don't get older, or men don't get, like, more mature, I guess. They just get older. Yeah. Like, I was telling her something about something. I was in a previous relationship with someone. And she was like, men don't get better. They get older.
Interesting. I actually do get that and believe it. Mm-hmm. I think that, like, it's probably... Oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
You can pull it there, just angle it towards your mouth.
Yeah, why is it, like, standing up straight like an erect penis? Oh, my God, I can't remember something podcast. It's, like, there every time. I do understand. I can see that for sure. Because men don't mature, they age.
They just age. I said that to my boyfriend, and early when we were dating, and he was just, like, really offended, and I was like, why does that offend you?
Right.
And he's like, because that's, like, rude, and I was like,
it is a dig, it's a dig at men, but prove me wrong.
Prove me fucking wrong. But at the time, I think I'm so used to being around women and independent women that when he said it, I was just like, I don't get, like, are you not gonna change?
Right.
Do you? Because, like, if you're as good as you get right now, and that's fucking great, then I don't see the problem.
Right.
You're as good as you get, and you're gonna get older just being good. Don't hate me. He got so offended.
Right.
He got, like, actually, like, I saw it on his face, and I had to, like, apologize in a way that I was like, I could see that if you made a comment about all women, I would be upset.
You were generalizing.
Right. So I would be upset and mad. But when I was saying it to him, I meant it in a way of, like, you're not him, because he's so open and open for conversation and, like, growth, and he's a really cool dude.
Yeah.
So I wasn't saying, like, you know what they say.
Right.
Men don't get
targeted
better.
At him.
They just age. I didn't mean that, but yeah, he took it very offensively, and I was like, interesting. But for the other % of men out there, prove us wrong.
Prove us wrong.
At your bar.
Fucking kiss. I know. I can't believe I couldn't think of one. I'm sure I could, but I thought it had to be quick. There's been many dates.
Like, you're like the best date. I feel like something should come to mind. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know.
Yeah, if I asked you.
Tristan. Let me think about it.
Because we need to find a couple of new dudes.
They don't get better.
Right. They just age.
Thank you so much for being on the
Anytime,
podcast.
Jenny. Anytime.
Tell the people where they can find you, where they can follow you, they can like, share, and subscribe.
Totally. It's probably some variation of the House of Jules.
Yes.
So the _ House of Jules on Instagram, the House of Jules on TikTok.
Nice. Oh, you must go to the TikToks.
You must see the TikToks. Uploading every day. And what else? Twitter?
You said Instagram? YouTube?
Oh, YouTube's House of Jules.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll link it below.
You have Twitter?
Yeah, but we don't have to talk about it. Like, I
don't
never go on Twitter.
I don't even have one.
It's fun sometimes, but it's no TikTok.
It's no TikTok.
Yeah.
And the way I can just get my Twitter on Instagram, I just don't have to have a Twitter.
Honestly.
The best things make it to Instagram. If it doesn't make it, I don't want to see it.
But honestly, there are some things on Twitter that, like, you will only see on Twitter. Like, they're so dark and not appropriate that, like, just Twitter's dark place. You know? Twitter's, like, dark web. That's how I feel about Twitter, but
I feel it.
You don't need to follow. You could. It's Jules321.
There you go.
JEWLES.
Cute.
Because I didn't know how to spell Jules, like, JEWELS.
Sure.
And that was my first email, because I wanted to be, like, Jules, like, a jewel.
Yeah.
But I didn't know how to spell it, so I spelled it JEWLES, and now it's always been my, like, username and emails for stuff.
Thank you so much, Juliet, for being on this episode of the podcast.
No problem.
You guys can follow the podcast on Instagram at The Podcast.
How many M's and how many H's?
That's the question.
Okay.
1 M, H, 2 more M's.
Understood.
The Podcast on Instagram. And then you can follow me at Daniee KyLand, also on Instagram. And make sure to check out the YouTube, The Podcast on YouTube, to see our special segment that we do just for our YouTube babes. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Bye. Very good.
I love how you could just edit, man. It's gonna be a lot of editing.
A cut is a great option.
And a jump cut? No one cares these days. It doesn't have to be smooth.
No one cares.
I'll put one right here. Now we're at a jump cut.
There you go.
Nice.